Hey everybody, it's Nerf Boy Productions here. Today I have an unboxing and review of the brand new Nerf Doomlands 2169 Lawbringer. If you guys caught my last video, you know we took a look at the Doomlands Vagabond, and this is now the Lawbringer, the second of the two that they released for this new Doomlands series. Basically, if you don't know what the Doomlands series is, it tells you on the back here, it says, in a post-apocalyptic future, Earth is left barren, lawless wasteland. Out of the ashes, a lone hero emerges to bring justice to a doomed land. So you're this little hero guy, and you run around with your Nerf blasters, and you save the world. So like I said last time, we took a look at the Vagabond, which is kind of like a shotgun, under-pump style, rotating barrel thing. It's pretty cool, but this is the Lawbringer, and it looks really cool. I really like the look of this one. So, first thing you want to note, right here it says exclusive at Target. Well, I got this on eBay because I'm a Canadian, so I got this on eBay because they don't have Target in Canada anymore. But you can find the Doomlands stuff at Walmart's if you're a Canadian. I found the Vagabond at my Walmart, so like, Walmart for Canadians will be stocking these things, but in America, exclusive at Target. It'll be different if you're in the UK, you know. Don't really worry about that too much. But yeah. You got the picture, open style, so you can see the blaster. It says 12 dart rotating drum right on there. So you got this big rotating drum that holds 12 shots. You can see it comes with the 12 darts right there. It's for ages 8 and up. I don't know. So now on the back of the box, you can see we have the diagram of the blaster. It says hammer action. You get the 12 dart rotating drum. And you get the 12 dart storage in the stock, which is pretty neat. We'll see how well the darts store in there. You can see you get this comic book style things. It's like there's a big explosion, a big meteor, and like blah blah blah. You can see everything that kind of happens there. So I like the design of the box, and just this whole line is designed really cool. Alright, so that's about it to take a look at the box. We want to get into this thing, so I'm going to go over to the deck and we will open this up. Alright, so here's the box. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. We're just going to cut out the Lawbringer here. It's got some twist ties, just 2, and the blaster is free. We'll set that aside and get at everything else as well. Okay. The instructions are in here, you can see very clearly. Lawbringer instructions. Okay. And then the last thing we have is the darts. These are your normal Elite darts, but in different colors. Instead of the traditional blue and orange, these are kind of the orange and black to match the Doomlands theme. Alright, so that's about it for the box. Let's toss that aside and take a look at the blaster. Alright everyone, so this is the Lawbringer. I love the coloring on it. Just like the Vagabond, it's this not quite orange, not quite yellow color. It's really cool, this off yellow. And then all the black detailing. So you see you got the Nerf logo there, you got the Lawbringer there, and you even have a Doomlands logo right up there on the barrel. On the handle you can see it's all done in this dotted style black. As well underneath you have some hand guards that are done in this black color, very cool. And then the rest is all this yellow. Of course some of the big pieces like the front barrel and the turret are orange, and that just keeps everything being safe, so you can take this out without alerting anybody. And then this is the stock that holds all the darts. But pretty much the coolest thing about this is the clear pieces that are on all the Doomland stuff. You can see the internals totally functioning here. It's very cool. So it's got all this clear stuff inside. You can see everything functioning. Very cool. So let's go over the features of this blaster. Like I said, it's got a 12 dart rotating drum, has 2 tactical rails on the top, which is kind of cool. It has the way it fires is it's got this hammer that you pull back and it'll rotate through the drum, pull the trigger and it'll fire. Every time you pull that hammer back, the drum rotates through to the next dart. You have to pull back this thing every time you want to fire. If you guys have heard of a hammer shot or anything like that, it's very similar to that style with the hammer. Alright, so of course we have the stock that holds the darts. So I'm going to place my darts in it. I'd imagine they go, it doesn't matter what way they go, but we will see how well they hold it. Initially it feels kind of loose, like too easy to put in, but well, I don't know, we'll see. Also, it's getting kind of chewed at the end. Some of them seem to be tighter than others. That's really weird. So they give you 12 darts, a storage for 12 darts, and a 12 dart rotating drum. I really think they could have given you 24 darts in this. Would have made this blaster look a little more flagship, like a little more like a big blaster than it really is, because if it came with 24 darts, that's quite a bit. It would allow you to do 24 shots because you can store 12 in the stock while having 12 more in there. But they only gave you 12, so I don't know why you would ever use this if you just have this blaster. But anyways, so the darts are in there, and I'm just going to shake this thing around for a little bit. Okay, that's good. I had it all against my shoulder. I was rubbing it and stuff, shaking it. Nothing seemed to knock these things out. They were a little loose to come in initially. I was kind of worried, but it feels like it's just the right amount of grab that they're easy to take out and put in. But once they're in, they're not going to shift around too much, or at least enough that they're going to fall out. They're a little tricky to get out though, but that's okay. Alright, so that's the features for this blaster. To load this thing, you can't actually take out the barrel or anything. You just place in the darts and rotate through as you go. Alright, there we have it, a fully loaded Lawbringer. I'm going to go play around with this thing and then give you guys a firing demonstration as well as my final thoughts. Alright everyone, I've got the Lawbringer here, fully loaded, ready to go. What we're going to do is take 6 shots flat and then 6 shots trying to do a slam fire on this hammer. Alright, so here go our 6 flat shots. Actually, I'm going to try 3 just to see on an angle what kind of maximum distance we can get out of this. Because I do want to show you the maximum distance possible. And then we're going to hold down the trigger and just kind of slam this. That works pretty well. Cool. Alright, let's go see. So taking you guys off the tripod here, the blaster's right there. I'm going to walk forwards and show you how far they went. That one flopped a little just because I was doing the slam fire and I didn't hold it back far enough. But you can see the flat shots all kind of lined up around here. A good 20 feet, not too far. You know, you have a bigger spread here. That's from the hammering. The slam fire seemed to do a little better. And then all of these tight grouping here, this was all from the angled shots. The furthest one went here, which is about 40 feet away. Quite good. For a hammer style pistol with quite a small spring in there, that's a pretty good distance. Alright everyone, so here's my final thoughts on the Nerf Lawbringer. It's hammer style action, which is pretty nifty, but I was never a huge fan of the hammer shot simply because I found it gimmicky. The barrel size was too small, and the hammer just didn't interest me because it was a little bit of a slow rate of fire. But being that the Lawbringer has 10 darts in it is a big step up. There's one thing I need to note. If you're not into modding, that's cool, but you could really improve this blaster a couple simple ways. Basically, past here, past this drum, this is all dead space. This whole bit you can hold and stuff. Cut it off right there. All under here, dead space. You can cut that and just put on a sheet of polycarbonate or whatever you want. But you can cut that off, you can cut this off. And even past here on the stock, you can see the internal stop there. You can take off this whole stock if you wanted. That would leave you with a very small 10-shot sidearm that you can hold down the trigger and auto-fire with. Or just a simple, quick shot at a foe. You know, it's pretty good because you have those 10 darts, or those 12 darts to spare. 12 darts in this thing with the hammer action. 12 darts is small enough that it doesn't hurt your thumb by the time you go through a whole clip. It's really fun, and the stock itself is quite comfortable. I really like this grip. It's a comfortable gun, even for a person of my size that probably isn't expected to play with these things. I find it quite comfortable. The fact that even if you sawed it off, it would still have a tactile on it is pretty cool. I think this is a great sidearm. Personally, I thought that the Lawbringer was the bigger blaster of the two that have came out so far. There's the Vagabond and the Lawbringer. The Vagabond's a under pump, 6-shot, I believe it's 6. And this is kind of a hammer 12. I really think that the under pump is a little bit easier with the slam fire and everything than the hammer is. But the hammer looks cooler and also has a higher capacity, whereas the under pump is going to shoot faster and has a lower capacity. So you'll be out of darts pretty fast in the Vagabond. whereas the Lawbringer you'll conserve a little better. I find it really easy to line up shots in this blaster. Running around, trying to hit a target while running and moving, which I was playing around with, is quite easy with this blaster, just for me personally. But I do find that the side of your thumb starts to ache after a while with the hammer, but that's just the way all hammer blasters go. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of them. They look really cool in wars and stuff, but they're just not too practical. Of course, this blaster is great for lefties because all the controls are aligned in the middle. So no matter what side you're holding it on, that's always great. It looks a little small, the top of it at my chin, the bottom's not even to my waist, so it may be a little small. It looks like it should be this big brute gun, but I guess for a smaller child, especially 8-year-old, because it's ages 8 and up, this may feel quite big. No spot to add on any barrels or anything, but I don't think that really matters because I would only ever want to take off what's already on here just for some extra distance. Distance could be a little better, but the spread's quite good. I noticed the spread's quite good when you got this. It's got the twisted style rifling on the barrel inside, which doesn't do anything, but it looks cool. That's about all I have to say for the Lawbringer. Let me know what you guys think about this blaster in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button because it really helps out. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe because I have new videos every single Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and as always, this was Nerf Boy Productions, signing off.